Self-love is by far one of the most difficult layers for us to resolve in life. And most often we tend to think we love ourselves, but do we totally and truthfully love ourselves? Hello, my loves, and thank you so much for tuning in. I am Fifi and I am a life coach. And in this channel, I talk all things related to self-development, inspiration, and personal growth. And today, I would like for us to take a look at self-love and whether we honestly believe we deserve loving ourselves or not. So yeah, let's get right into it. What is self-love? Self-love is the ability to completely view ourselves with unconditional compassion and acceptance. Often, unconditional compassion and acceptance are very challenging and hard because we are so conditioned to look at ourselves and criticize what we don't like and judge harshly that which we don't want, and then go into a frantic state of trying to fix that which we think is wrong about ourselves. There's nothing wrong with fixing as long as you do not fix what is not broken. And anytime you go into fixing something about yourself, be very clear about the intention of your actions. Make sure you are not fixing yourself because you are resistant to the true nature of who you are. Because not accepting ourselves or yourself and coming up with unreasonable conditions can be a sure way to create experiences of not loving yourself even more. However, if you really have to fix yourself, consider the following questions. Is what I'm trying to fix based out of resistance to who I am, or is it out of necessity to embrace who I am? There is a major difference here, and even though it is subtle, are you fixing yourself because you don't like and accept who you are, or are you fixing yourself to grow more loving towards yourself and who you are? It's wonderful to grow physically, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually into a greater love towards yourself. And these are important layers to living a fulfilling life. However, if you are changing something because you don't feel that you are good enough, valued enough, or even loved enough, then you run the risk of actually taking a resistance-based approach, which will not be in alignment with your true self. It is not possible to truly love yourself if you do not first recognize that you are already perfect as you are. No matter how unkind your thoughts, behaviors, feelings, and life experiences may have been. The idea here is to ensure that you fully accept and love yourself as you are. Now that we've addressed the basic problem, which is resistance towards your nature and who you are, I would like to explore even more deeply the effects that non-recognition of self-love may actually perpetuate. What happens when you don't love yourself? Many of us have an area of our life that we tend to focus deeply on. For example, relationships, our life purpose, our family, our diet, our looks, our career, our social status, and the list goes on. Whatever that is to you, you can learn to practice what I call pure positive focus. And what do I mean by pure positive focus? The ability to consciously view yourself with compassion and with love, and become aware of yourself and your limiting beliefs. Because a lack of self-awareness actually creates forms of attachment which can make you fixated on how you think your life experiences should unfold, which in and of itself is a limitation. Lack of openness and flexibility to our thinking is another great attribute towards our suffering. It is important to stretch our thinking, our beliefs, and our perspectives, because the more we go out of our way to experience new activities, experience new people, places, and the unlikely experience that we don't normally have, the more we are likely to stretch our consciousness outside of our tiny views and our confined spaces, which can also help us tremendously and move us away from our inflexibility, stuckness, fear, and of course, this false self-belief of non-deserving, which I will touch on as soon as I am done with this young shutout. To all my loves, I am so thankful to have you back. If you have made it this far into the video, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, hello and thanks for popping by. I would love to have you as a regular as well. Be so kind to subscribe, but only if you feel my vibe. And thank you once again for watching up until this far. And also, I actually look forward to having your comments down below. Now, let's look at this false notion of not deserving love. If you can recall a few moments ago, I mentioned how we actually place conditions to loving ourselves. Well, firstly, when it comes to self-love, placing conditions on yourself is false, because it presumes that you can only love yourself once this or that is in place, which is not only false, but it's something that can be changed. And secondly, when you are feeling and think you don't deserve to love yourself, you are literally placing one of the single greatest universal blockages to manifesting your true reality. The things that are meant for you seem not to find you because you feel that you do not deserve them. I would love to leave you with this one tip, and hopefully if you get this one right, you will be surely on your way to understanding that you indeed do deserve whatever it is that you want in life. Being aware. And here, the awareness of this belief, I do not deserve, can come from you actually tuning into the way that you speak to yourself. For example, if you say, I do not have enough money, you could actually be saying to yourself, I do not deserve money. Don't get me wrong. This is not to invalidate that you do not have money when you actually truly do not have, but rather this is to assist you in calling attention to the beliefs, the thoughts, and the predominant behaviors that perpetuate this manifestation of these experiences in your life that make you feel like you do not deserve. And I mean, how can you not deserve love, prosperity, friendship, happiness if it exists? Your only obstacle in obtaining the very thing you are lacking is to believe that you deserve it. There's nothing and there's no one on this entire planet with the unique life experience that you are having right now. In this unique experience, you have everything it takes to connect with the source of all that you are. Once you learn how to connect with this source through your awareness of thought, word, and belief, you will be in a much more likely position to co-create the desired reality that you have imagined for yourself all along. And remember, where you are at now is very sacred, because it is the peak of this very moment that actually brings you into a greater sense of love towards yourself. And nothing or no one can take your free will to recognize that away from you. And as always, I will see you on my next upload. Mwah.